Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Civilization number 6. We're currently playing as the Aztec. My name is Sonelias, of course. Aztecs are led by Montezuma. And we ended a war in our last turn with the Brazilians. Now if you look at that little mini-map here on the bottom left, you will see that there is a large chunk of the world, particularly most of America now, north as well as south, as well as some chunks of Southeast Asia, and of course the Pacific are ours. And now a large chunk of Africa as well. But we are at the moment in our space race. And if I'm not mistaken, we're, I think, 7 turns away from the next element to be completed. So if we were to complete that, we should be able to complete this actual game here, because we would have won it. So let's actually have a look at where we got units that require orders. So I have got here this unit here, which is a builder, and with the builder I can of course start improving additional fields. Now I think where I need some additional work done is of course in Africa, because I actually undermined a lot of the actual locations and buildings that we had there to be able to deal with the, at that point of course, the Brazilians. Now I've handed actually 2 of the cities that they had here, the Brazilians, over to Norway, who's my only current ally. So this particular builder here I'd actually sent over to there. Makes sense for me to send them down to parts of Africa now to help rebuild or start up again some of those bits that we had lost. Right, let's complete this. Let's go on to the next turn. Alright, my delegate has learned that Brazil is trading with France. Well, that's fine. I don't like either France or Brazil, really. And it looks like, well, actually Brazil seems to be unfriendly with me, whereas actually France has denounced me. America's built an archaeological museum in Buffalo. And as you can see, America is actually occupying a large chunk of Southeast Asia, or Asia itself, I should probably say. Just completed the civic. Perfect. Let's choose the next one, globalization. I suspect there's a bug here, but I'm not entirely sure. It seems to just keep on doing the same one time and time again. So what are we going to do here? We are going to repair the monument. I'm actually going to look at Saifu positioning a listening post. Alright, I got myself a submarine here, a nuclear submarine to be precise. I'm actually going to put him on alert position there. And this gentleman here, I need a free slot where I can actually put some music into there. So I'll actually locate it down here. So I'm actually moving that unit down there. This particular builder here is ready and available for me to use. Question is, what am I going to do with him? Have I got anything that I need to repair here? Now, there are of course chunks up here that need to be repaired. That's in this instance a farm that's been pillaged. I need to repair that, so I guess that's my current mission. I can also go into the actual desert here, and I probably want to build another mine here. What else could I do here? I actually could basically do some, well, place a pasture here. But there's another farm over here that needs to be repaired, so there's still a fair bit of work to be done in this region. Additional defenses here, always welcome, I'd say, particularly since the Americans were starting to be a little bit threatening here. They've actually got these anti-tank crew armies over there, which might well start invading my territory shortly. Then again, at the moment the Americans are trading with me, so they actually are benefiting from me in that sense. Or they're trading through my territory, maybe. I'm not sure whether that's actually with that city-state or not. Anyways, another nuclear submarine is in position. I'm going to, again, put that in alert. Go on to the next turn. Trying to basically keep these cities in the Pacific here defended with, of course, naval units where so possible. Brazil has denounced the evil deeds of America. Wow. I did mention already in some of the last episodes that some of the features that I'd love to see are unfortunately not in here. But yeah, we just got to take what we got at the moment and just play with it. Right, what can we do here? Let's go and repair that particular position there. We can claim a great person. Now, as you can see, there's not many great people left to be claimed. This is a great general. We can choose a new item of production here, because it looks like we have completed a mechanized infantry unit, I think. We're going to do a... are we going to do trader? Maybe not. What can we do otherwise? Encampment trading? Yeah, let's do the encampment training. Further production can be chosen here. Actually, we got English spearmen over here. Wow. Nuclear strike capabilities over there. Let's choose another nuclear bomb here. This city here, I can of course do some repairs, or I can build new buildings. I'm actually going to build a university here. This particular city here, I'm going to focus in on repairing the sewer. And of course I'm going through the individual units one by one. This is my newly passed general. Passable ability. Passive effect, +5 combat strength and +1 movement to information era land units within 2 tiles. Okay, so that's basically if I'm within the reach. Instantly create a modern anti-tank unit with 1 promotion level. Let's just sleep this guy here. Let's see what I can actually use him for maybe in the future. That's a... is that a new tank? I think it might well be a new tank. Let's put him on... I don't necessarily need additional defenses in this region. I've got enough units here. It might be maybe wise to put some here along the coast. Particularly maybe our capital would be a good position. So actually a helicopter is positioned here in the territory of that city-state. Again, we might want to position that in one of our other cities here. I'm going to put that over here in the city of Teloko. Okay. Anyways, hard to pronounce, but it yeah, makes sense, I guess. That means that probably the helicopter I can actually position elsewhere, and I'm going to put it actually in that city over there. Anyway, on to the next turn. Still 5 turns remaining, and that should of course take me, like I said, to a science victory. Let's see how far we can get. So that's this unit here. We can build a pasture, like I mentioned earlier. Pasture, always a useful one to have. Additional cattle you can get from there. But I also got some actual fish and crab here I can get from the sea. There's more fish over here. So taking stuff from the sea is still within my reach. And there's a lot of stuff here in the south particularly that actually hasn't been exploited yet. It looks like the English have got an open sea agreement with myself. Or open borders agreement, I should probably say. I'm going to repair this particular position here. Build another farm here. Yep. Or do I want to do a beach? Good question. Let's go for the beach. Or a resort, really. Seaside resort. What am I going to build in this city here? I've just built myself a new fighter here. I am going to basically focus on a commercial hub investment. There's a new unit here I can actually do something with. Let's put that slightly further out at sea and actually put this one on alert. This guy here I'm going to put on alert as well. And then there's another submarine in this city that I built apparently, which I will want to place probably over here, slightly further out. Probably means I can actually move this one slightly further north as well. To keep an alert out on here. Choose new production here in that coastal city. What I want to focus in on, I probably want to do a broadcast center. Whilst in this one I might want to focus on, yeah, good question, probably a naval unit. Or actually do the harbor shipping item there. So let's do the harbor shipping. On here I can see put a seaport in. Is that the best use of my time? Probably for the moment being. Yep. And again, we got that fighter that we just built here. It's now standing, as you can see, on the runway, or at least in the aerodrome. What do we want to do with him? Good question. This particular fighter, I will want to position that fighter. I'm a little bit afraid that the Americans might do something there, but not that afraid. It might be well to basically put him maybe in that city down here. Got no fighters based here yet. I do have, of course, my aircraft carrier relatively close by, but let's base him in this city here. And let's see where we get to then. This guy here can build ourselves a nice new mine or a farm. That's ultimately down to us to decide. Let's go for the... Good question. What have we got from there? Production plus food. Let's actually increase the food from there further. Let's go on to the next turn. Let's see where we can take that to. On to the next turn, I said. Am I missing something? Next turn. Hello. Okay. This unit here I had sent here. Looks like the game is frozen for some reason. I am not quite sure why. It's still my turn. Ah, there we go. There was a slight hiccup for some reason. But we got motion again. Creating our great piece of music there. Alright, a piece of music in this city here, which is Tenayuca. And of course, if we look at those great works there in Tenayuca, can I focus in on a single one? Not necessarily, it looks like. Anyways, Tenayuca is up here. That's my music. Got more music over here. Can I move them around? I should be able to. I can combine them all into one. So I put them in the Sydney Opera House, which is up there. Perfect. Over here I got a builder who at the moment seems to be unemployed. I'm going to put that builder out here at sea, I think. Skip his turn. This guy here wants to go into the sea over there. At least so I say. Let's go on to the next turn again. Still making a very, very decent profit over here, as you can see. They're looking to get some oil, aluminum. I can't get those resources from you, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll take the fox from you, thank you. So certain resources I actually have got military purposes. So like, for example, aluminum, oil, and I don't want to trade those. Sorry, Victoria. Sorry. But yeah. America's trading with the Aztec. Well, that's myself, so yeah, that makes sense. Alright, here we got ourselves the harbor already. What else could I build? Good question. There is not really a large set of choices I've got. Let's go and build ourselves something useful. Let's say a harbor shipping here. Got myself a trader here. Get my good return on there. It's 22, so let's begin that trade route. That will be useful as well to basically get some crabs. Production has been completed here. We're going to build that stadium. We're 3 turns away from actually winning this, it looks like. Shipyard. We have got ourselves a tank over here. I'm just going to use that, of course, to set it to alert. we going to do here? I might pull this one back slightly. Yeah, that should be sufficient. This one here I'm going to set on alert as well. And this one I'm actually going to set to circle just above that encampment. So if there were to be any form of aerial attack within the reach of that fighter, they should intervene in reality. Right, this guy here is going to go in the sea here, and he should on the next turn be able to, of course, help me out there in terms of fishing. Right, this guy can be upgraded to mechanized infantry. Let's do so. As you can see, we've got a very, very decent amount of gold in reserve. We got 28 out of 29 merchants, so I'm actually going to buy myself an extra merchant over here. And I'm still going to go to the next turn as usual. There will be no place for you at Odin's table. You are disgraced. Oh, okay, thank you. You're a warmonger. So what used to be my ally in Norway, even though I gave him a couple of cities, he doesn't seem to appreciate that too much. So my alliance with them has come to an end. And at this point, I'm really enemy number 1 in the world, it looks like. Alright, research has been completed. Let's go on to the next future tech entry. Production has been completed in Valladolid. Let's go for the bank. And let's choose where we can send our envoy to next. I've got 3 envoy points. Now, have I got any particular city where I can actually take this to the next level? I can actually take ownership of Geneva, it looks like. Which for some reason my friends had basically taken ownership of. So they were the suzerain for them. Any other cities where I can actually get to the next level? It doesn't really look like it, does it? Let's get maybe this one up to 1 extra. And now Geneva is my good friend. What I ought to be. Anyways, mechanized infantry here. And we'll set those to alert. The trader, how can I get maximum return for that trader? I'm actually going to do it Sao Paulo. That gets me 25. Anyone higher? Yeah, Christian Land or Oslo, even higher. It looks like Oslo is able to get me the maximum. Ooh, actually London is able to get me the maximum return, it looks like. 32 gold. That's a very, very decent price. Right, I'm going to start trading with London. That will be my first trade route to London. Right, building that fishery there. Gives me extra food production for this city here. And on to the next turn we go. Still 2 turns to go, as you can see, for my launch of Mars Hydroponics. I've got a unit here and I can actually build the oil well here. So that's an extra oil resource. So I'm up to 10 at this point. Where can I go next? Let's go down here to get that fish. And I've got a tank over here. What do I want to do with the tank? Let's put him into that city here. And whilst in the city, I'm going to keep him there. And off to the next turn again. Or still, we haven't actually progressed to the next turn properly. Lots of Brazilian missionaries, it looks like, are trying to convert this city here from Eastern Orthodox over to Catholicism. Norway adopted the military policy leve mas. Okay. Your promise to the American Empire to move troops on the border has been fulfilled. Perfect. Completed a trade route has created a in Madrid. Okay, so Madrid has gained a. Okay, good. We can choose a next. Okay, let's go for that one. Social policy. We are going to do fishing here. Fishing of the whatever it was that we were getting there. Oh, Manchester seems to be a good choice here. 37. Is there any particular city that gets me more than 37? Nope, that seems to be the best route. So let's get that benefit from Manchester. That one is going to be doing some fishing as well. Now I've got this particular guy here. What am I going to do next with him? I'm probably going to pick up those bananas over there. And at this point we are still one turn away from the Mars hydroponics. So at the beginning of next turn I really hope to be able to launch that ship here. It's standing on the launch pad, as you can see at the moment. And we are basically on orange status there, it says. I hope to be able to launch it properly. Shall we be able to launch it next turn? So I'm kind of looking at this closely to see whether it actually starts taking off. Actually, we got access to some other resources there. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, barbarians. Interesting. Those are really, really old units. Field cannons. Wow. It's against our Aztec mechanized infantry. Wow. Machiavellian great work. Mission to Mars. There we go. Launch. 8 is enough. So lots of Steam achievements unlocked. Always great to see. Space Mars Project has launched a hydrophonic module into orbit for the Mars colony. Launching all three modules wins the science victory. So that's exactly what we got. Much as our ancestors did ages ago, we thrust forward into the unknown. The first pioneers set forth on an uneasy course. Oh, look at that. That looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And yet once again did our people thrive. Now under your leadership we plot a new course. And make another world our own. Wow, that looks nice. At least as an initial start. Cool. So that's the end of this particular game. So if we look at the info that we basically got here, or the ranking. So where do we rank? We rank... Do we even get mentioned on here at all? We play as, of course, Montezuma. I'm not sure I am on the ranking. I would assume I would be, but anyways, replay. So that's basically how we progressed. So it looks like particularly in the later stage we had a massive boost here taking place when we actually started taking out... well, actually, that looks to be England, doesn't it, that line? Or is that... No, that's... Yeah, it must have been England. And Spain actually deteriorated substantially here over a longer period of time when we were fighting with them. But yeah. Culture per turn. Faith per turn. Well, we've never been great at faith. Just when we started taking over some of their enemy cities that we actually saw a good increase in there. But gold balance. Oh, look at that. At the moment we are really at an all-time high. Science per turn. Again, that's been steadily increasing over time. So there's lots of statistics in terms of what we can actually see. And declared wars. Again, one of those that we were not the best at, but we actually have, with the number of limited wars that we declared, still had a good result here. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna see what I can actually do another let's play here for civilization number 6. Yeah, I'd like some comments or some feedback from you guys if you can. Just let me know what would be next or should be next on the list. Could be that by the time you actually read the feedback, I might already have started the next one, so let's see how that goes. But thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next series of videos. Have a great day. Bye-bye.